with freeform locks, I noticed that it don't matter really what you look like. You know, it don't matter about your skin tone. It don't matter about your hair. You know, it don't matter about none of that for real. People only care if you can get the job done or not. All right, so what's it like doing business with semi-freeform locks? I said once I got my first container home duplex up that I was going to cut my locks. This is kind of the first time I'm sharing. I set out at a goal, so there was a lot of learning out that was happening. You know, a lot of learning curves, a lot of ups and downs, bumps and bruises of me making mistakes, making money, losing money, feeling like I don't even want to keep trying because it's so hard doing it by myself. My divorce and my entrepreneurial journey kind of simultaneously happened, trying to figure out, you know, who the hell am I, you know, now that I'm not married or I'm this single person who's on this journey of wanting to be the best that I can be, you know, start a business, own real estate, understand what stocks are, you know, understand what investments are, just really getting education on my finances. In a spiritual journey or a spiritual awakening, I'll say, you know, in the midst of me realizing my position as a man, what I should be and who I am already, it made me move this way and it made me want to get it done. And my hair is a part of that. Sometimes people don't want to deal with you when they see you with locks. And time has changed, you know, times are changing. Sometimes I can say, we will say, oh, I didn't get a job because of my hair. We have to be honest with ourselves. You know, sometimes we put up a lot of excuses on why we're not getting opportunities or why things aren't happening the way we think. And like I say, we always go back to, oh, it's because of my gender, or oh, it's because of my skin tone, or oh, it's because of my hair, you know? Not that that's not the case, you know, not that that couldn't be an issue or something that has made people not make the right decision with you or whatever decision with you, you know what I'm saying? I can't say if it was a right or wrong decision because they had to make the best decisions for themselves, right? So, you know, I've had to go back sometimes and realize like, man, you know, maybe I just wasn't a good fit, you know? Maybe it wasn't because of my freeform locks. You know, maybe it wasn't because of how dark I am, or maybe it wasn't just because of I got like a little slang or a little, you know, country little slang, you know, a little way to my talk, you know? And I'm from the, you know, city of Mobile, Alabama, so they can have prejudgments, you know, preconceived notions on what they may think you are or, you know, what you may be about, right? But that's always up to you. As long as you know who you are, you know, what you're trying to get done, what you're trying to accomplish, right? You know, go with that confidence. And people see it, you know, most of the times it seems like people are taken back in a sense. As long as you're professional, on time, respectful, follow through on the task or whatever the job is or assignment or whatever the business arrangement is, no one cares. It's really that simple. You know, as long as them ducats coming through, as long as they getting them coins, you know, as long as you making that transaction happen, as long as you showing up to that business deal, as long as you show up with the correct knowledge, as long as you show up professional, regardless of what you do, is a stigma that comes with people with locks in general. You know, there's a stigma of people thinking that you only just smoke weed and don't get nothing done. You're not gonna be on time. you know, that you're not gonna be able to communicate clearly. You know, there's all kind of stigmas and things that come with people, you know, thinking what they think people with locks are, at least from what I see. Even with me, I have earrings, you know, some people think that that's bad. You know, some people may take their earrings out, you know, and some people will say that's an old school way of thinking. I've always had longer hair, you know, since a teenager, I'll say. You know, growing up adolescence, I had Caesars, you know, Caesar cuts. But you know, I grew up early 2000s, you know, late 90s, early 2000s of hip hop and rap and R&B. So I was influenced a lot by, you know, that culture. So I wore braids, you know, I wore cornrows, you know, I wore, you know, just long hair in general. I always like having hair on my head. And for where I'm from, especially here in the South, you know, that's shamed upon, you know, that's frowned upon, you know. It's frowned upon for a lot of reasons. Like I said, I'm gonna update my video on my progress and on my journey with the containers, but yeah, man, I'm gonna post that too, so we can see, you know, exactly where I've been on that journey. All right, good people, till next time, this is the Go Up.